Alright, I thought I'd just do a quick driving vlog. Well, we'll see how quick it is the way I ramble, but just on my way into what I call town. It's my local area with a gas station and a store and such. Anyways, I gotta pick up some stuff for that Buick Century I picked up. The transmission lines on it are rotten, and I found where the one was leaking. I patched them both with pieces of hose, rubber hose, but I had one shoot off before I put a secondary clamp on it. Now I got the secondary clamp on it, but I don't know that I trust it, so I'm just gonna buy some new hose clamps and the right size ones. That way they fit on there more proper and cinch on there a little tighter. I find they always work the best if you get the proper ones. But that, and I gotta get some ATF. I don't have any ATF for that thing, so I gotta dump a bunch of ATF in it, tighten up those connections, and I think I'll be good to go as far as that goes. There is other issues. Oh, look at that, I was zoomed in a little. There is other minor issues. None of them I'm gonna fix. My plan is just to, so far anyways, is just to try to fix this transmission issue. If the thing runs and drives, it's, you know, it's worth 500 bucks anyways. So that's my plan, is to get it mobile, and that way, you know, it's actually worth something. But other than that, it's kind of a dreary day. You know, you can see all this fog here, but actually I don't mind it all that much, to be honest, because the fog means lack of snow, and it means the snow is melting fast. The snow eats fog like you wouldn't believe, which is great. Or, should I say snow eats fog? Fog eats snow. God damn. Why is mine? Oh, I know why. My dome light was on. I couldn't figure it out. I forgot I was playing with the switch for my lights, my dash lights. I brightened them up all the way and then it clicked. I forgot that click turns on the interior light. Not that it needs to. The interior light has its own switch anyways. I don't know. Anyways, glad to see my wipers are holding up. Pain in the ass having no wipers, let me tell you. No blower fan, even more of a pain in the ass because it was cold. Of course, now that winter's almost over, it's imperative that I fix it, or that I have it fixed. But it's starting to look like I'm survived this winter in the shop. Maybe someday I'll actually have a wood stove in there and be able to do something, but fuck. I was hoping to have that this year, but oh well. You know, can't have all the luxuries in life. You know, I have a shop. It's a hell of a lot better than no shop. My option before was outside in the fucking whatever the weather was, so at least now I don't have to worry about the weather so much, except for extreme cold. But again, I got electric heaters, so if I have to, I just put the electric heater on me and away I go, like I did when I did the focus brakes in that video. It's fucking like minus 15, but with the heater going, it's not so bad. It just sucks for if I want to make any videos, because I can't really turn my heater off and it's noisy. Anyways, fuck, what else has been bothering me on my mind? Flatlining videos. Anybody have any of this or notice this? I've noticed one of my videos, it's not quite flatlined, so I guess it's alright, but I've seen other videos do this where I assume they get featured or something by YouTube. I'm not exactly sure what happens, but all of a sudden they start getting views up the ass. Just, you know, I get all these crazy views all out of nowhere, and it's just bang, bang, bang. All of a sudden my views are just climbing. My earnings start climbing, everything starts climbing up real fast, and then all of a sudden it stops and literally plummets right down to nothing. And then, you know, I make like 5 cents a month off a video. I might have been making $100 a month on it, and I get maybe 1,000 views on a video that I used to get 10, 20,000 views. I don't understand what's going on there, but it's fucking annoying. makes it very confusing when you're tracking your channel, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. But, oh, I gotta set my arm down a little here, boys. It's not the best view, I know, but the old shoulder's tired. Oop, wrong way. I'm going that way. Yeah, the old shoulder's a little tired. Don't know why. I don't know what I would have done to tire my shoulder out, but tire slip. Just gotta make sure the old truck still works. But yeah, anyways, flatlining videos do fucking piss me off, that's for sure. I don't understand. I guess whatever it is that picks them up just drops them off, but it seems like, you know, I don't know. To myself, it seems like it shouldn't just drop to nothing. Like, usually before the videos get picked up, they're getting 100, 200 views, whatever. Then after they get dropped, they're getting 5 views, 10 views. Like, that's not the same. I don't understand how that even works. Like, how it can just drop the ass out of it like that. But obviously it can, because it does. So, I don't know. Maybe somebody could shed some light into that, but I have no fucking clue, to be honest myself. Just speculating here, but what else? That fucking Sentry has stinky transmission fluid, let me tell you. She's some fucking bird. I can still smell it. I got some on my jacket last night and I can still fucking smell it. It's like almost like rear end oil, for fuck's sakes. It's got that real stanky smell to it. Which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. I am curious. I mean, I've seen transmissions, automatic transmissions, for whatever reason, plod along. Like, I've seen some where they had a leak, so they just keep dumping tranny fluid in it, and they run her for months and months like that. And still, even then, usually something else breaks, and then they fucking give up on the fucking thing. It's not even about the leaky transmission, so. I wonder, and I mean, I've seen people, or I've heard of people run them flat out and stuff like that, out of fluid, so maybe there's a chance that, you know, patching this line and topping the fluid back up, hopefully she'll come back. I'd be a lot happier if she moves, because then I can easier sell it, that's for sure. Well, it's got to move one way or the other. I mean, it moved to the driveway and it drove there from an hour away, so it can get around. It's just, you know, for how long, I don't know. I do plan on taking it for its maiden voyage here today, after I get all this shit sorted out, everything tightened up, and so I don't think it's going to blow a transmission line off. But there's something. I don't know if somebody out there that's got more experience with that kind of shit than me. Automatic transmission lines. Now, I know for a fact on my truck here, all I did was loop them around. It actually went to my cooling rad, or the rad for the cooler, but the lines were rotten, so I said fuck it, and I just looped them together, and they seem to hold. I don't seem to have lost any fluid or anything. So obviously my system's fairly low pressure. Now the Buick, the Regal, the first time I tried it, I blew the line off. I don't know if that was just because of a shitty clamp. I didn't use a hose clamp, I used one of them pinch clamps. I'm wondering if that had something to do with it, or if it was just they have more pressure. Problem is, if it's too high of a pressure line, I can't do it with hose clamps, and then I'm in line. I need to and I gotta get hard line and fucking do it that way, but I don't want to do it that way. I don't want to do it at all. So, anyways, I'm just not sure. I'm not a big GM guy, to be honest. Though this is my third Buick. I thought it was only my second, but then I forgot I had a Buick Century. I had a, what was it, an 87, 89 maybe, Buick Century. And I had like an 85-ish, I think, Buick Skylark. And actually, I can't knock them that much. They had their weird issues, but the Skylark actually worked great. Except for it didn't stop. It didn't have any fucking brakes, but other than that, it worked great. Now, as far as the Buick Century went, well, that I thought was a hilarious car. It actually had all kinds of features that weren't all that common back then, and it was a pretty good car. Only problem with that was that at first it was the battery. When I first got it, it needed a new battery, so I got a battery on it. And then what else was there? Oh right, that was the car with the fucked up transmission. It had something fucked up in the transmission linkage, and you could shift from park to drive or park to reverse once, twice, 100 times, hard to say. It may or may not engage. It always did eventually. Sometimes you were sitting there for 20 minutes trying to get the thing into fucking gear. Once it was in gear, it was fine. Didn't pop out or nothing. Just did not like to go into gear. It was weird. It was like it would just stay in park or in neutral. But you just keep fucking with the shifter, keep fucking with the shifter, turn the key on and off, keep fucking with the shifter, and eventually pop-o, out it comes, and no longer in gear you are. What is this fucking dingus doing? But yeah. Anyways, it was quite the fucking, oh, Jesus. It was quite the rig, that's for sure. It had all kinds of other issues too, especially after I backed it up against the door and peeled the driver's side mirror off, and just kept driving around like that, and paranoid that I'd get pulled over, decided to take what was left of the mirror and use vice grips to pinch it back on. Anyways, I'm up at the hardware store here, and that's where I'm going, and I gotta go to the gas station and shit, so if I got more video, I'll get back to you when I go on the way back. Blah, I can't talk. Oh, well, hey guys. Just having a week here. Oh. All the beer I had. What, don't you pee in a bucket in your shop? Holy. This takes forever. Oh. Oh crap. It's never ending, guys. Yeah, friggin'. There we go. So yeah, I got a leak. No, I wasn't peeing in a bucket. This is the cause of my, well, one of the causes. I have a few of these, but this is the worst one at the moment. My wet floor, which you probably can't see right now. Anyways, it was weeping down the wall really bad there. I went outside and I chiseled a trench, but it's lower than that. And I decided, instead of having it pour out down, it's really hard to walk here. I got crap everywhere. Give me a second. There you can see when I get geared up. Instead of weeping down the wall and all over the floor, I just hammered that little piece of pipe in there. Now it pours down in the bucket. So then I can just pick up the bucket and dump the bucket every now and then. and have a lot less water on my floor, hopefully anyways, which is nice when you're working on the floor and, you know, fixing shit. Like this Buick. Whoa! Fuck, I hate these plastic fucking Donkus covers. Hey. But yeah, the old Regal here. Can't really see that well with this camera. There's the leather guts. Oh fuck, boys. I actually was out for the maiden voyage with it today after I fixed the transmission line, and I was flying along going 70 in a 50, which is not uncommon down here, and right by a fucking cop. Fuck! And he was just at the end of my road, so I came home, I pulled in the garage right quick, closed the fucking door, and then he drove by. I don't know if he was actually looking for me, hopefully not. But, fuck, that was a close one. But, anyways, I just thought I'd show you this. I'm pretty surprised. I'm going to put my thingy. I'm pretty surprised at the amount of water coming down through there. Shows you how much is melting outside. Problem is, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Yeah, you can see it. See how this is on a slant right here? Like that's straight up and down. That's the problem. This whole part of this wall is actually, that's why it cracked there, cracked there. It's pushing back towards me. Like, whoa. Anyways. Obviously that's a big job. That's going to be, you know, building the support wall with us easy enough in here to support the load, but then tearing out, digging it all out in behind, tearing out this old wall and repouring a new wall. And if I get into that craziness, so I'll probably be doing other stuff too, but maybe someday. Anyways, in the meantime, deal with things like this, and obviously all that water is probably in behind here, and if that's in behind here and it gets cold and that freezes, well, that's just going to push that wall more. So I'd rather have it drain off into a bucket and even onto the floor here instead of in behind the wall. Keep pushing the wall out. This side doesn't leak so much. You can see it's a little damp, but it's not too bad. But yeah, anyways, it's a bit of a job, but I fixed the transmission line on this temporarily. It's like the transmission lines, there was one that was rotten, the other one wasn't so bad, but the rotten one had a pinhole in it, so I cut it and cut a section out, put it together with rubber hose, and it blew off. And then I put it back together, and I thought I had it on there good, and it blew off again. So I said, fuck it. The third time, I thought it was pretty low pressure, but obviously it wasn't as low pressure as I thought anyways. So what I ended up doing was, I can't think sometimes. I flared it. I used the flaring tool, flared the end, and then put the hose over the flared end. And that way it held on better. Put 2 hose clamps opposing, and seems to be fine now, and seems to be alright. You know, I can't really say I trust it to go across country or anything, but fuck knows, it probably could. Some automatic transmissions take a beating. This one doesn't seem too worse for wear. I mean, I laid a little rubber with it, and I tromped her right down a few times. Seemed to slip a bit, but it was just, you know, shifting when it was in a higher gear, which isn't an uncommon thing, even with a good transmission I've found. Anyways, regardless, I put this thing up for sale already, and I get some hits on it already, so probably won't last long, but that's alright. Can't go wrong with a $100 car. Anyways, I'm gonna play here with some more with my pissing wall, and it's interesting. This whole video sounds like I'm peeing in the background, but hey, sometimes you gotta go.